Imagine a world where winter never ends, an ocean of white stretching as far as the eye can see. This is the Mammoth Steppe. The air here is so cold it burns the lungs. The scent is metallic, ancient snow and frozen earth. There is no fragrance of forests because trees dare not grow here. Only silence, an absolute and oppressive silence. In this unforgiving landscape, we are not the rulers. We are intruders, small, vulnerable. For these hunters, every day is a negotiation with death. The cold seeks to claim them. Hunger stalks them. They are not here to conquer nature. They are here simply to survive it. But the silence of the tundra is a lie. The ground begins to tremble. They emerge from the mist like ancient gods, the architects of this land, the ice giants. At night, the world shrinks to the circle of light cast by a campfire. The scent shifts to smoke, sweat, and fat. This is not a trophy they seek. It is fuel. A successful hunt sustains the clan through the winter. Failure means the child sleeping beside them will not see spring. Against the thick hide of a mammoth, human strength is not enough. They need engineering. This flint tip is sharper than modern surgical steel, designed to cause massive bleeding. But the true revolution is the Atlatl, a spear thrower. This wooden extension acts as a lever, doubling the power of the human arm. It turns a heavy spear into a missile capable of piercing tough hide at 30 meters. It is the triumph of mind over muscle. The weapons are ready, but what about the spirit? They do not hate the beast, they revere it. There are rituals, prayers asking forgiveness for taking such a great life. Look into their eyes. There is no arrogance, there is fear. They know that today, the blood spilled could be their own. The hunt begins long before the first throw. It is a game of deadly patience. They move against the wind. If the human scent reaches the herd, the game is over. Mammoths do not see well, but their sense of smell is legendary. There is the adversary, 6 tons of muscle, insulated by fat and fur, a biological fortress. They are intelligent, social, and protect one another with fierce loyalty. Attacking the entire group would be suicide. The strategy is separation and terrain. Our legs cannot outrun them, but we can corner them. The goal is to guide the animal into the kill zone, a bank of deep snow where its own weight will work against it. One misstep, the wind shifts. He knows we are here. Stealth is over. Now it is chaos. Silence explodes. 10,000 years of engineering unleashed in a single second. The spears fly. The goal is not to kill instantly, that is impossible, but to bleed the giant. But the giant does not fall. He fights. 6 tons of primal fury. The ground shakes. An ivory tusk can crush a skull as if it were an eggshell. The line between predator and prey vanishes. Resistance is useless against exhaustion. The terrain trap worked. The giant falters. His lungs burn. The dance of death comes to an end. The king has fallen. There is no wild celebration, only relief, exhaustion, and reverence. They know that a monumental life was taken so that theirs could continue. Death is not the end. It is survival. Nothing is wasted. The meat feeds. The blood becomes soup. The fat lights the polar nights. Even the skeleton gains new life. In this treeless tundra, bones are the wood. They build entire homes from the remains of their prey. The dead animal continues to protect the humans who killed it. But the reign of ice would not last. The world changed. The climate warmed. The vast steppe was swallowed by wet forests. It was the perfect storm. The habitat shrank, and we became too efficient as hunters. Trapped between climate and spears, the giants began to disappear, one by one.
And then the silence returned, but it was a different silence. The gods of the Ice Age departed, leaving behind an empty world in transformation. For us, the end of the giants was the catalyst. Without colossal hunts, we looked to the ground instead of the horizon. We traded the spear for the plow. We ceased being nomads and became builders of civilizations. That age of ice and blood forged who we are. Cooperation, language, technology, it was all born around that fire. Today, we dominate the earth. We are the new colossi. Yet in our DNA, we still carry the memory of the cold. We remember a time when we were not the masters of the world, only shadows trying to survive among giants.